Are you ready for some football? This is a nice football right here. Anyway, this is a football related video, guys. Seriously, it is. So, one of the main reasons why I'm doing this video today is because it's a night game today. I was gonna do this last week, but completely forgot and stuff. So, this is my NFL predictions for Week 11, the 2011 season. So let's start off with the night game tonight. We got the New York Jets, Jets, Mark Sanchez versus Tim Tebow and the Denver Broncos. So a lot of people, it's an interesting game for New York. To me, this is a must-win. You lose on prime time on a Sunday night to the New England Patriots, and 4 days later, you go and was a high elevation in Denver, taking on Tim Tebow, who's 3-1 as a starter, guys. He's 3-1. So this should be interesting game, to say the least. But I do think Tebow will lose, believe it or not. I think he will lose in this game. And Tim Tebow, he was 2 for 8 for throwing. It seems like this team is more of a running team than a throwing team, obviously. So the Jets are pretty good at stopping the run. So I think the Jets will win this game. Despite everything, I think they will win this game. Next, you got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. This is a big AFC North game. I don't think A.J. Green is going to be playing in this game. That's a big loss right there for the Bengals. Him and Andy Dalton are a good 1-2 punch. The Ravens, they've had some weird losses this year. They lost to the Jaguars on Monday night, and then they go and lose to the Seattle Seahawks. And they're all road games, too. Now, I know they have the season sweep, whatever, the Steelers and all that, but to me, this is a win. If the Ravens want to win, stop throwing the goddamn ball, Flacco. Freaking stop giving the ball to Flacco too many times and run the ball Ray Rice. If you run the ball Ray Rice, you're going to do well. So, yeah, run the ball. So, I think the Ravens will actually end up winning this game. Next, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns. Both these teams. I don't know who to pick. Both these offenses aren't really that good. The defenses are alright, especially Jacksonville's playing good defense actually lately. Ever since since they played the Ravens, they've played some pretty good defense. So I'm actually gonna go with the Jaguars in this one. I think the Jaguars will beat the Browns. Next game we got Carolina, Cam Newton going to Detroit to take on Matthew Stafford in the kind of different Lions. What I mean different is, okay, their defense is not doing that great. They can't run the ball without Javi Best, really, and Matthew Stafford threw 4 interceptions. He entered the game in Chicago with 4 interceptions. So, Carolina does not have a good defense, and I think Matthew Stafford will take advantage of that. And I do think the Detroit Lions will end up winning this game. Next, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the undefeated Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, like freaking God's long-lost son. It's freaking perfect. God damn. He's throwing like 3 interceptions and 28 touchdowns. It's ridiculous. Against the Packers and Lambeau. And some people are saying maybe the Buccaneers can upset the Packers. I guess anything's possible in the National Football League, but honestly, I think the Packers will win and continue. Tampa Bay, to me, they're not a huge threat. When you look at the schedule, they do face Detroit, New York, the Giants, and the Bears. I think those are teams that possibly could be a threat to the Packers. Other than that, the Packers don't have a good defense, but they can explode on offense, especially with Rodgers. So I think the Packers will end up winning the game. Next, you got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Wow, it's amazing how beginning of the season everybody's jumping on the Buffalo Bills bandwagon. Now you see the Miami Dolphins. The Bills aren't really doing that good lately, and the Dolphins themselves are on a roll. They won 2 straight now. Wow, after being winless. However, I do think the Bills might win this game. Yes, Miami, Reggie Bush, he's done pretty good lately, but I think maybe the Bills might surprise everybody and turn the ship around, type of deal. And I think the Bills will end up beating the Dolphins. Next, you got the Oakland Raiders, Carson Palmer, and the Oakland Raiders taking on Christian Ponder of the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, they were just embarrassed in Monday Night Football. I think everyone just showed them that they're not a good team. They have Jared Allen, he's a good guy to sack the freaking quarterback, and Adrian Peterson is a great running back. But I think Christian Ponder, he just psyched out type of deal Monday Night Football, and the Raiders actually have a pretty good defense. Denarius Moore looks like a good wide receiver in the making, and Carson Palmer, despite him throwing all the interceptions, he's thrown a good amount of yards. So I think by the way, Minnesota's defense is not good really. So I think Carson Palmer might have another good game here, and I think the Raiders will win. By the way, I think Jerry McFadden's out of this game. Michael Bush will be running for him. Next, you got Dallas Cowboys. Tony Romo going to Washington and taking on Rex Grossman or John Beck, whoever the hell it is. I think it's Grossman. But I think the Cowboys will win, honestly. I mean, yes, they are without Miles Austin, but when you got Des Bryant, Laurent Robinson, DeMarco Murray, and I believe Felix Jones is coming back, but let's face it, it's basically DeMarco Murray's job at running back now because he's just explosive. And, of course, Tony Romo. So I think that the Cowboys will end up going to Washington and beating the Redskins, so should be interesting. I think the Cowboys, they're kind of off and on type of deal, but it's the Redskins. The Redskins are a mess. They're dealing with all these injuries and everything, so go with the Cowboys. Next, you got the Arizona Cardinals going to San Fran. They're taking on the 8-1 49ers. Wow, 8-1. Can you believe that the 49ers have yet to allow a rushing touchdown? That's crazy. That's how good, and honestly, I do not see the Cardinals. I mean, what do they got? Beanie Wells. I don't think Beanie Wells is going to get a rushing touchdown. But, the 49ers, they're a good team. Alex Smith, wow, he turned around. Everyone's like, oh, Alex Smith, what a boss. But now he's doing good. I know Frank Gore's a little banged up. I don't know if he'll play. They might have Kendall Hunter, their backup running back. But, I think with Alex Smith, and the Cardinals' passing defense is not really good, So I think, honestly, the 49ers will end up winning this game. So they'll go 9-1, I predict. Next, you got the Seattle Seahawks versus the St. Louis Rams. The Rams are even on a little hot streak here. They beat the Browns, and they won. I forget who they won before. I forgot who they won before. But they beat the Saints. Remember that? They beat the Saints. Oof. But anyway, so you got the Rams and God damn, I just lost my thought. Who they face? Freaking Rams and shit. The Rams and shit. Can you imagine that? Next freaking game. Freaking Rams versus shit here. No. Rams versus Seahawks. Seahawks, okay, they got Marshawn Lynch. That's about it. Honestly, I'm going to go with the Rams here. I know both these teams are pretty bad, but I'm actually going to go with the Rams. I think the Rams have a pretty good, decent offense. The Seahawks don't really got much going for them. Next, you got the Tennessee Titans going to Atlanta, taking on the Falcons. This is an interesting game because the Falcons, they could have had a possibility of beating the Saints last week, but they Michael Smith was like, no, let's go for it. Now the Titans, they got a big win against Carolina. To me, the Titans need to get this win in order if they want to head to the playoffs, and I think the Titans will end up winning this game, so I'm going to go with the Titans on this one. Chris Johnson, he had a really good game last week. Next, you got the San Diego Chargers going to Chicago, taking on the Bears. The Bears. Philip Rivers, what can you say? The guy's a turnover machine this year, and who's a good defense that can take advantage of those turnovers? Chicago. So, and Matt Forte having a great year. Sign Forte, jeez. So honestly, I'm gonna go with the Bears here. To me, a better team than the Chargers this year. So I'm gonna go with the Bears. Even though freaking what's his face, Jay Cutler's the quarterback. Second to last, excuse me. You got the Philadelphia Eagles going to New York, taking on the Giants, the G-Men. Philly, I believe they're going to be starting. It looks like they're going to start Vince Young. Michael Vick's going to be out. Supposedly, might be out with 2 broken ribs. The Giants, despite them losing to the 49ers, the Giants playing pretty good lately. Eli Manning not really turning the ball over. So, honestly, I think with the running game and the passing game for the Giants and a pretty good defense, too, against this Eagles team that just loves to blow freaking leads in the fourth quarter and doesn't run the ball with Deshaun McCoy, even though they should, because Deshaun McCoy, to me, is one of the better running backs in the National Football League. I'm going to go with the Giants. To me, the Giants are better off their team. And last but not least, the Monday night game was it Tyler Palko. It's not Matt Castle, but Tyler Palko of the Kansas City Chiefs versus Tom Brady and the New England Patriots in New England. This is a Monday night game, just in case you guys don't know. And I don't expect much in this game, honestly. I think New England, I mean, this Chiefs team just lost. This Chiefs team was okay. First, they got blown out. They were looking like one of the worst teams in the National Football League. Then they start going on this winning streak. They're like, okay, wow, the Chiefs aren't for real. And then they start losing to the likes of freaking Miami and losing to now. Who they lose to Tebow, and it's like, what the heck. So I think honestly, Brady, Krakowski, Welker, Branch. There's just too many weapons on this Patriots team. And Hernandez. There's too many weapons on this team. And I think their defense is actually coming along recently. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, the defense still sucks." Well, actually, their defense has been doing pretty good recently. And this is a home game, so I'm going to go with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots on this one. So, alright guys, that's my picks for the National Football League this week. You want to comment down below, feel free, and video response, hell why not. So anyway, that's it for me, and let's go. Should be a good week of football, you guys. Yeah. Woo! Okay, where's a freaking stop button? There it is.